Hello again. Today we will see how to combine like terms with integer coefficients. Let's see what our helpful hint has to say. Make sure you do not combine two terms with different variables or two terms with a different number of variables. You may combine like terms. Be careful to avoid sign errors. Now let's look at our problem. We have negative 3x plus 7xy plus 8y minus 12x minus 11y. It's a good idea to change all your subtraction to adding the opposite as your first step. So I identify I have two subtractions here, and I change it, and I'll change this one too. We're going to change this to adding the opposite of 12x, which is negative 12x, and adding the opposite of 11y, which is negative 11y. Then we recopy our problem. Once I complete this step, I like to go back and double check to make sure I copied down each term correctly. I have my negative 3x, 7xy, 8, add the opposite, add the opposite. Now we're ready to combine like terms. But first we should identify our like terms. The first term has an x in it. So as we look through the problem, we look for another term that has an x. And we have it right here. Both the variables need to be exactly the same. So now we can combine a negative 3x and a negative 12x, and we get a negative 15x. Now we look at our next term, and we see it's positive 7xy. But as we look through our problem, there are no other terms with an xy variable part. So our second term in our answer is plus 7xy. Notice that I've put marks under the terms that I've already worked with. This helps you identify the fact that you've used all your terms. So we can see we have xy and minus xy left. When we combine those terms, we come up with a negative 3y. Our answer is negative 15x plus 7xy minus 3y. Try a few problems using these hints. Change your subtraction to addition of the opposite. Identify your like terms by marking them so that you're sure not to forget any terms in your answer. And I'm sure you'll do a great job.